Border Patrol cop tries to ID entire family for no reason. He's been stopped here before, always delayed without cause. But this time, he was with his family and he refuses to back down. It all begins just outside Sierra Vista, Arizona. Dark skies, empty roads, and nothing but headlights cutting through the silence. Jeremy, a father, is taking his 16-year-old son to explore a ghost town. They stop briefly at a scenic pass, read a few signs, and head back down. But what they don't expect is Border Patrol. Within minutes, an agent pulls them over, citing proximity to the border and a quick turnaround as justification for the stop. Jeremy knows the drill. He's been stopped here before, but this time he's had enough. The agent tries to keep it calm, calling it an immigration inspection, not a traffic stop. But when Jeremy asks the magic question, "What crime am I suspected of?" the answers grow thin. No probable cause, no alleged law broken, just reasonable suspicion, and so begins a legal chess match. The Border Patrol agent insists, "Show ID and we'll let you go." But Jeremy pushes back. "My ID won't tell you if I committed a crime. I didn't commit a crime." He offers a compromise. "Check the truck bed, no problem." But not his ID, not his son's. The agent circles the argument again and again, citing safety, border activity, and suspicion, but fails to provide the suspicion or a crime. It's already been 20 minutes. Eventually, backup arrives, further escalating the situation. Watch the full video to see how it ends, and learn how to handle Border Patrol officers when they demand ID without probable cause.
What's your last name?
Is this a traffic stop? Wait a minute, what did I do illegal here?
It's an immigration inspection.
Inspection?
Yes, sir.
So I don't need to give up my ID unless I've done a crime.
No, you do have to give me your ID for reasonable suspicion. Right? So I have reasonable articulable facts that you may have committed a crime. Right? If I had probable cause that you did commit a crime.
I tell you what, man. We honestly, I have all the videos. We've always been stopped up here, bro. I got every video. Yeah, to be honest, you know, and it's BS.
Okay.
I'm with my son back there, trying to have a good time with my son, take him out. All right. It's 9:32. Just to be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
Like we're not bothering anyone. I'm just being straightforward in a positive way, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. And
it's not a maybe. Just my ID won't tell you.
Okay. So you wouldn't mind if we just ran your IDs very quickly, and then as soon as we do, everything comes back good, then you can be on your way.
No, we might. We still have our Fourth Amendment right.
I don't mind giving my ID. I don't think my son needs. I don't think my son needs to. You know what I mean? Right. That's just me, man.
Behavior of the vehicle and the proximity to the border, it would be a reasonable search or temporary detainment, right?
No, there's no proximity.
Yes, you're within a mile of the border and made a quick turnaround, right?
It wasn't quick. I was there for like 15 minutes. I parked.
Right, so that could be articulated as a quick turnaround. 15 minutes. That's a very. We've had a lot of traffic up there where people go up the trail there, get into vehicles, correct, right, and then come back down either this side or the east side, right. So that's why we made the stop. I'm not trying to harass you or be here longer than we need to. Do you understand?
You got me here as long as you want, but I mean, basically, I'm not getting I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not getting my Fourth Amendment.
Okay.
I'll not tell you if there was any kind of crime committed.
You wouldn't tell me?
No, my ID wouldn't tell you.
Okay.
If there was a crime committed.
Okay. It also let me know of past immigration crimes, right? Which would further suspicion, or it would give me nothing back, which would further alleviate my suspicion. You understand?
I'm sure by just running the license plate, all that information will pop up on the bulletin board. You know.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, guaranteed.
And then have that confirmed, and so on and so forth. Right. I'm not trying to be here any longer than you guys. Right. I understand. I don't like getting pulled over myself.
Do you suspect me being like undocumented or something? Because
I'm not sure, right? You can speak perfect English and not be a citizen, right? As well as everybody in the vehicle. You could look a certain way, and I don't go that deep into it, right? I'm not trying to profile like that. So if I could get your name, your date of birth, and everybody in the vehicle as well, we could run your names, your date of birth, and you could be on your way. Unless you have a warrant or something that you're worried about, I don't know what to tell you.
No,
you said that's your son?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, an immigration checkpoint. Like we've been.
We're not at a checkpoint, sir. We're on a stop right now. I'm temporarily detaining you.
We've been stopped up here 100 times.
To the facts that I just explained.
You've been stopped here 100 times.
It's because of the proximity of the border.
Yeah, but I've never even been asked for my ID. I've been asked to look in the back of the truck.
Okay.
And I've always obliged to that.
Well, everybody does things different, right?
Yeah, but my ID is not going to.
I would prefer to err on the side of caution. Correct.
But my ID is not going to tell you anything, sir. It really isn't. I have a Fourth Amendment.
Then why do you have
if you're committing it? You suspect me of committing a crime.
I gave you my reasonable, articulable suspicion and facts.
That
right?
wasn't a crime, though.
No. If I had probable cause of a crime, you'd be under arrest right now.
But you're detaining me.
I am temporarily detaining you
Yes.
due to the reasonable, articulable facts that I just explained. Your proximity to the border, the behavior up there, the quick turnaround.
Okay.
And now you're prolonging the situation simply because you don't want me to find out your identification.
Okay, I got one question.
Yes, sir.
If I don't show you my ID, will I be arrested?
So there is a possibility that I would have to take you back to the station to confirm your identity.
So I would
right?
be arrested.
So all you have to do is give me your name
I just
and date of birth.
need a yes or a no. If I won't
That's
give you
up
my
to my
ID,
discretion, right? It's up to my discretion.
I
What did
just
you
need
say
an
your name
answer.
was?
I said my name is Jeremy.
Jeremy, and your last name?
I'm not giving an answer.
And why would you
under
not-
a threat of arrest, I will.
Okay, I'm not threatening to arrest you.
Yeah.
Either way, even if I detained you, it would take such a long time, right? We're an hour away from the station.
Sure. But I don't understand what you suspect me of still.
Say again?
I still don't understand what you suspect me of. You still haven't said it. Parking up there is not a crime. I don't understand the crime.
No, it's not a crime, right? You're not under arrest for committing a crime as of right now, right? You're being temporarily detained due to my reasonable, articulable facts that there may have been an immigration violation. You see what I'm saying? That's the authority for this stop.
Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something real quick?
Absolutely.
So when I ride with other law enforcement officers,
Yes, sir.
on a ride along,
Yeah.
if I'm correct, you should, Border Patrol is something serious, Homeland Security and all that with everything going on. Okay, so let's just say you ran his license plate. If I'm right, DMV, his picture should pop up, and then you should be like, well, that is the person you're talking to right now.
I can't get into all the details of it, but sure, we could check it against the identification that he gives me and against the registration. Absolutely.
Because I would think that just by running the license plate, his picture would just make it easier for you, and just like, hey, all right, the picture pops up, his name, and there,
Yeah. Sure. Absolutely. It would make it extremely easy if I just got everybody's name and date of birth, and I could just run you through the system.
No, I don't mind, but my son, I'm not gonna, entitle my son to, say, hey, at an age like this, like,
yeah. And how old is your son?
16.
16. Okay.
And Harley gets out, spending some time on the weekend, and
Absolutely.
just like, and like I said, for me, this has just been an everyday thing on weekends when we come out here,
come down to the border.
Yeah, or around here, and it's just like being stopped,
Yeah.
And it's never during the daytime, but it's nighttime,
Yes.
and I feel like if it's that much serious about the border events of what's happening around the community, then it should not even apply just at night, but even during the day. You know what I mean? But it's always at nighttime, And I was just stopped last week, and with him, I was stopped before.
Yes, sir. I'm extremely empathetic, right? And right, I think I explained enough why it is that we're doing what we're doing, and how quickly I would also like to have you on your way, right? I don't want to harass you. I'm not going out of my way to pull people over, right? You were called out because of your quick turnaround up there, and 15 minutes classifies as a quick turnaround, right? 15 minutes, somebody pulls, parks, waits, people jump in the vehicle, and they leave. Do you understand where we're coming from? Okay, so if you could just let me identify you, run you through the checks real fast, make sure everything is copacetic, right? Unless you have warrants, which maybe you do. If they're non-extraditable warrants, if they're from another state, most of the time they don't even extradite you, right? So I don't understand the problem with allowing me to.
Fourth Amendment. I mean, I is standing on my right somewhere.
Yes.
So I mean, under the threat of arrest,
is this the hill right here, sir?
Well, I'm
very empathetic to the Fourth Amendment, right?
It's so many times we've been stopped here. I mean, like I remember we came out here one night. We got stopped twice in one night.
In one day. And
we're like, we're going to Sunnyside.
Yeah. Do you have a criminal history, sir?
No. I have a fingerprint clearance card.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
Oh, okay. It means I've passed all the FBI background checks
Okay.
to get that. It's for a state license for real estate.
Okay, so if I ran you through the system, you wouldn't have a...
No warrant. No
warrants, no criminal history?
I have a great job in service.
Okay, so then what is the problem with allowing me
Fourth
to...
Amendment,
to
really.
run you?
It's because I could see if I looked Hispanic or I spoke bad English. Or,
you don't have to be Hispanic to be an illegal immigrant, right? You could be from Russia, you could be from Eastern Europe.
Because there's cameras on top of that hill that would have seen everything.
Say again?
There's cameras on top of that tower.
Correct.
That would have seen everything.
Yes, that's...
from the moment we got there to the moment we left.
Okay.
It would have said...
They don't see everything, but they did see you go up there and turn around. So that's actually who contacted me. So then I'm obliged to then do my job and due diligence and make sure everything's copacetic here.
I only will under the threat of arrest, though.
Only under threat of arrest?
Correct. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I will.
You won't give me your name and date of birth?
No, sir, not only under the threat of arrest.
Okay, well, I can't threaten to arrest you when I haven't figured out whether or not, when I don't have probable cause for a crime. So I'm not going to threaten to arrest you without probable cause.
Exactly, and that's where my Fourth Amendment goes. It doesn't tell you anything.
It'll tell me if you're the lawful registered owner of the vehicle. It'll tell me if you have warrants. It'll tell me if you have past criminal history, right? It'll tell me all of those things.
This is crazy.
Right? So all we have to go on is reasonable articulable facts and suspicion that there may have been a crime committed. Right? I would like you to alleviate my suspicion that a crime may have been committed just by simply identifying everybody in the vehicle, and we could be out of here in no time. You understand?
Well, I understand.
And I appreciate you allowing us to look in the trunk as well.
I'm allowing that, absolutely.
Say again?
Absolutely. If you guys want to drop it, it's unlocked. You can drop the tailgate and look in there. I mean, I don't care. I didn't even have to get out for that.
And we've been stopped already good 20 minutes, and there's nothing in the vehicle.
It has been 20 minutes.
Yeah, it has. My timer's right here.
So
it's been video recording. It's been 20 minutes, ma'am. If you look at my camera, 20 minutes and 58 seconds.
okay, so you know what's delaying this? The failure to identify.
I already did. So I don't know. I don't see what's the problem
Do you
with
have
me.
an identification?
I already.
See, as an immigration inspection.
I'm already done. Talk before you start jumping on me. Before you start jumping on me, as your partner, if you got my name, he got my name already. So I don't see how
Okay, your name and your date of birth is not an identification
I'll
card,
take his
right?
name and date of birth.
You know.
But if we can get,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll take it. If you're willing to give me your name and date of birth, full name.
Under the threat of arrest, I will. But there's no probable cause. I can't even believe.
No, I said
just
there
because
was
I
no
parked on
probable
top
cause.
of it.
let me explain something.
So my rights are gone here.
That's not true.
Well,
So-
you're just saying
so
that
We're
immigration
not going
thing.
to arrest you unless we have probable cause to arrest you.
Correct.
All we have to have is reasonable suspicion, and as of an immigration violation.
Like
so
a terrorist
we need to
stop.
confirm that this is not a terrorist stop.
A terrorist stop is for weapons, sir. A
That's
terrorist stop would be me pulling you out of the car because I believe that you have weapons and that you are a threat to me. And then I'd be disarming you. That's a terrorist stop. Terry v. Ohio, sir. How's it going, sir?
And the United
What's your name?
States Supreme
He already
Court
got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He came back in and got it.
Okay. And your date of birth as well?
Yeah. 12/20.
You don't have any warrants that you know of?
No.
Okay, and you said this is your son in the back seat? And you don't want to give me his name or nothing?
No.
In the end, Border Patrol lets Jeremy and his family go without any charges, citations, or searches. Despite repeated pressure to provide ID and claims of reasonable suspicion, Jeremy stands firm on his Fourth Amendment rights. After over 20 minutes of back and forth, with backup already on scene, the agents back off. They drop the tailgate, glance inside the truck bed, and admit there's no further issue. Jeremy never gives his full ID, only his name, and still drives away free. Just another example of how knowing your rights can make all the difference. This woman is inside her home with her children when a police officer shows up, then smashes his baton through her window. It all starts with a welfare check. At least that's what the officer claims. But from the moment he arrives, something feels off. The woman answers the door, not with aggression, but with confusion. Her kids are home. The home is peaceful. And yet the officer has already shoved a baton through her window. She's rattled, but not silent. She reminds him, no warrant, no entry, no right to look inside her home. The officer tries to downplay it, saying he was just checking, nothing serious. But she's not letting it slide. You broke my window. You didn't knock and announce yourself. You didn't say police. You had no reason to breach anything. She's filming everything. She's calm but firm. And when the officer tries to argue about noise levels, she fires back. I'm watching a video. Where's your decibel reader? The officer offers no real justification, just silence. So here's the question. If that baton broke glass this time, what gets broken next time? Watch the full video and know your rights.
Hi.
How are you?
Not great, because I just saw you put your baton through my window when you weren't allowed to. It doesn't matter. You don't have a warrant to look through my home. You don't have a warrant to come to my home. I don't care.
Concerned about the kids' welfare.
No, you're not, because my children are fine. We were in the room because we're scared, because you put a baton through my window without a warrant.
Okay.
So you need to stop harassing me.
Do you have?
You're being recorded.
Okay, good. Can you actually turn the music down?
It's not music. I'm watching a video. No, because Because there's tons of people who play TV, music, everything. I'm watching a video. That's not very loud. Okay. Do you have a decibel reader?
No, I don't.
Okay. So stop harassing me. Don't. I'm. What's your name, Officer? What?
It's Officer Gravel.
Ravel. Okay. So Officer Ravel, I want your sergeant here because I have a video of you putting your baton through my video.
To call my sergeant if you'd like to, ma'am.
I
No,
can.
won't be calling him. We were trying to do a welfare check.
For what?
They actually have permission from the corporate
No, they
that
don't.
rents this unit. Yeah, they did. They got permission to actually make an entry into your unit.
You don't have
but since we know
permission.
you're here, we're not going to make an entry.
No,
okay?
since you know I'm here and there's nothing wrong, my children are playing. They
Why
just
didn't
got
you come
home
to the
from
door?
school
Why didn't you come to
because
the
you
door?
put a baton through my window.
You're not afraid of that. Why wouldn't
Why
you come
would
to
I
the
not
door?
be afraid of that?
Why wouldn't you
have
come to the door?
no reason to put a baton through my
Okay,
window
so
without
I'm
a warrant.
banging on your door.
Right.
And I'm telling you, hello, police.
Hello, you didn't say police. You don't.
Yeah, I
You,
did.
no, you were
Yeah.
on recording.
Yeah.
You said, "Hello, is anyone home? Is anyone
Okay.
home?" And then you put your baton through my window without a warrant,
So
without
you're
a
not,
no.
you're not in any danger or anything
No
like
one
that,
is.
right?
No.
Nobody's in danger
No,
here?
no, absolutely
Thank you.
not.
You
Yeah.
have a nice
Okay.
day.
What was your name?
It's Officer
Okay.
Gravel,
So
man.
thank you
Bye-bye.
for that. No, bye-bye. You're going to go to court because you put your baton through my window without a probable cause and without a warrant.
Thank you for watching. If you believe in holding public officials accountable and protecting your rights, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It motivates us to bring you more eye-opening videos like this. The original video links are in the description. Check them out and support the creators. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and always record. We'll see you in the next video.